Good afternoon, everyone. So here we are going to be talking about big data, big data. So again, it is a common thing we are listening from last 1 month or 1.5 months. So what is this big data? What is big data means? So lots of data being collected and warehoused. Warehouse. Something. What is the meaning called warehouse? The data mining and data warehouse. No? That is the word called warehouse. What is the warehouse? Simply you can say that the storage, cold storage. That is what is the data that amount of goods are going to be stored there. So that is the. So how the data is going to be coming? Actually, I thought that we already have the Unit One PPT. If you go the same thing again, you can get bored. That's when I changed something and I collected some more information. It is may useful to when you are writing an examination. It will be useful. So that's why I collected more information regarding to add to. So that is it. We already know that the data is going to be in the first unit we discussed who is going to be create the data. Humans are going to be create the data. So how the humans are going to be create the data means through the web data, e-commerce, and purchasing a department, grocery stores, bank credit card and debit card transactions, and social. These are the main things are there. Our data is going to be being generated. So lots of data is being generated and warehoused. Okay, so this is the places where you can see the diagram also. See that? So this is the credit card, debit card. This is the ATM transactions. This is a something groceries. Some they are going to be buy and they are going to be. So everything is going to be created data. If the data is going to be created, so how we are going to be handle the data? So that is the meaning of this. So now we can say that data, big data, everywhere. Big data is everywhere. Now also, so with one faculty, we have a 95% are going to be in the class. So my data is going to be transferred to some particular 95 people. So now data is also is transferring. So who is that? 21 mute. So data also being generated. So if the data is being generated, if what we are going to be doing with the data. For example, if I am doing recording, so later we can see that record what we did in the class. Okay. So then we have later, for example, who are all joined, we can take some reports. So everything is going to be recorded in the Zoom. So somewhere we are going to be collect all those data. No? So if the data is storing and collecting, so the meaning, so wherever we can have a concept of memory, the meaning of memory is not only a storing, we need to retrieve that. So that is the best way of storing a data in memory. Simply we are storing in memory card. What is the use of storing in memory card? Sometimes the useful data we need to retrieve at the user point of view. So that is why we are storing data in memory. Same thing. We are connecting we are generating the data. So at the end of the day, what we are going to be do with the data? So what we have to do with the data? So everything we need to record and we need to reuse it again. So what by this we can do some business analytics. That is data mining and business analytics. So we already said that big data is a problem and data mining is a solution. So please be remember once again I am restricting that word. So in this web data and e-commerce, purchasing, banks, social networks, and moreover in the third unit we discuss about a lot of sensors are going to be get. So in each and every mobile having a sensor, the cameras are capturing the data. So every data is going to be stored. So if the data is stored, the volume of data is increased. So again, I said that volume of data is going to be stored. So if the data is stored, then what we have to do? Definitely, one point of view, we need to retrieve the data. So if the retrieving is there, then how to retrieve? The large number of data is going to be generated. It is going to be stored at some terminal ends. So maybe I will show you that where the data is going to be stored in a physical structure I will show you in this PPT also. So see the next one. What will do. So how much data is there? So Google process 20 PB, petabytes, PB. So we already know that the hierarchy of memory. So that is a bit, kilobytes, megabytes, terabytes, gigabytes. And you remember the diagram? So that is a word. There is a PB is petabytes. So Google processing 20 petabytes a day. So this is a calculation in 2018. Now it is 2020. So 12 years now, that is we definitely in a twice or thrice also we can definitely say. So the Wayback Mission has 3 petabytes plus 100 TB per month. So in the third, that is March 2019, the statistics. The Facebook has a 2.5 petabytes of user data plus 15 TB of data. So one day, so it may be by day. No? So the previous one is month and the next one is a day. Then eBay. eBay is a e-commerce. So 6.5 petabytes of user data plus 50 terabytes of data per day. So generating a large hydraulic cylinder LHG generates 15 petabytes a year. So this is the way the data sizes will be there. So how much of data is there? So we simply consider the 5 things here. So then, for example, you can consider a Flipkart, we can consider Amazon, so we can consider a WhatsApp, we can consider a Snapchat, we can consider a LinkedIn. So these are the examples we discussed in unit 1. So Snapchat, LinkedIn. So per minute, per second, how many clicks are going to be in the Google? So per minute, how many videos are uploading? How many views are there? How many LinkedIn are there? Even if we decide about it, 2.5 million twists in 1 minute. So many things we discuss. The same manner here. See that. So 640 KB is enough for anybody. So the person is saying that 640 KB outage of being enough for anybody. So for example, you can take one person is going to be writing something record. So if he want to write in one page or one note, so what is the data is going to be stored? So for example, in one page we can store 640 kilobytes. So now tell me then how many pages we can write, how many times we can do repetition of the data. So that is a simple meaning of the how much data size. So see that the picture is visible to everyone. So picture is visible. So if it is visible, we can see that what is the structure of that storage. See that we have lots of. This is a simple meaning of one. For example, we know that CPU. If you open a CPU, how the motherboard, processor, same thing. See that the persons are standing. Please we see here. It is not a simple diagram of a one CPU. It is a very three or four or 5 floors of height of this. See that the persons are standing. It is a simple one step away. So if it is, can you think what is the height of this one? So that is this much of large type of servers are going to be made. The data is going to be stored here. So that's why the data cost. Why, for example, we are getting the data. For example, we are buying the data in Jio or Airtel or whatever. So where why we want to buy a data means this is in order to maintain this one, we need to spend our money. Definitely see that. Maybe we consider this is a 3 floors. Again, here we have a place for standing here. We have a place for standing here. So that is a this is the way we have a structure that the data is going to be stored in the big industries. That is industries. For example, you can take a Google. Google also having it. Google is offering a rack service. So one rack. So that is. So then another one is the EPSCO. The EPSCOP is the world's largest science project. So this is the science project is going to be in the world. It is designed to track of North American geological evaluation. This observatory record that the data over 3.8 billion square millions, amazing the 67 terabytes of data. Its analysis the semi-peak slips of a sand address plot, sure, but also a clump of a mega underwear, Yellowstone, and much more. So have you heard the words Yellowstone and Silicon Valley? These terms. Have you heard that one? Yellowstone, Silicon Valley. So these are the where we have a large number of data is going to be produced or generated. So this is the another world largest data science project. So if the data science project means again we are going to be consider the data. So if the data is producing and data is going to be stored, then what is the sense of data? Even if a simple weather data we have n number of rows, we have n number of columns. So this we have millions of millions. See that even in the diagram you can see that budget. Have you seen 25,000 euros dollars of this project budget? So that is another. So we can why I am showing all these things. So the size of the data we have to think in the large manner. So there's so types of data. So we talk about data is there. And what is the data types is there? We have a relational database. That is the relational database. We already know that is the database management system we did. So there the data is going to be uh, produced and we are going to be stored. That not a produced. We have a data. We are going to be stored the data in a table column. So transaction and legacy of data. So everything we have stored in the table of column. So that is we have a names of rows and columns. So there we have a foreign key and all those things, the private key, foreign key, all those things is there. Then what is the text data? Text data means something. For example, you are typing something on the Google search. So they will give the list of website names or list of data is going to be content is displayed on the screen. So that is the text. Then semi-structured. Okay, once again you can know the names. We will have these what is a semi-structured data, structured data, and unstructured data. That is also we have here. I will show you one by one. So semi-structured data, that is XML data, we can call it semi-structured data. A graph data, that is a social network and semantic website. Then streaming of data. Streaming means so continuous. For example, now it is a streaming. I am going to be live stream. So I am going to be teach you in the online. So that is a live stream. For example, you can see in a YouTube live. For example, match is going on. So for example, IPL is going on. We are still continuously we are seeing a match. So that what they are playing there, everything is going to be continuously. We are going to be, see that. That is the streaming of data. So that is the types of data we have. So again, we have a data. So what you do with these data? So we, again, and I am saying we already discussed, but in a different manner, I am trying to explain again. If somebody who are not connected with that points, you may connect it with this. So what do we data? So what we can do? So what we discussed in the first unit, what we will do with the data? So have you remember the diagram? I shown one diagram. The persons are standing. The different types of graphs are in around. Then in between we have a graph manner. So we have a graph. So in graph we have a x-axis and y-axis. We are seeing some statistics. So for that also I shown you one example. So if you go to if you want to know the one person's about, for example, one cricketer, how many what is his statistics? So how many matches he played, how much of runs he have, so how many 50s or how many hundreds are there, so in which place he is played. So everything we are going to be select and we are going to be getting the view of the data. So for example, the data, whole data is going to be there, but at a particular time we can see one data in the particular person. So that is the meaning of the user choice. Once the data is going to be do on the, for example, map reduce, if you are doing on the map reduce, there is a programmer choice is to do what he has to do. The another one is about if the user point of view, once the, for example, that cricketer analysis is came back, so what we will do with that? So we want to know a particular person, what is the particular matches, how many 50s are there, how many runs is playing, everything is going to be done. So that is the thing we have. Okay. So again, this is the meaning of indexing, searching, and queries, all those things. So this is the meaning. These things, by using this one, the user can interact with the data in a better manner. So keyword searching. So this is a very very uh, uh, advanced topic. Now we have search engine optimization. Have you heard that? So if you want to go with that, it's a very very high paid salary related with the data science. Search engine optimization. So what is this search engine optimization? So providing some indexes and keys, all those things. What is this mean? Simple, I will give. For example, if I'm typing some something word, so that word is how many related data is going to be produced. In a website, it is showing number of pages. How it is going to be showing number of pages? How we want to link it? So for example, we have a website. So how we want to make that website at the top of the search result. So if we want to make it like that, so what type of keywords we have to mention for? So how it is going to be matched with the user's query. So that we have to see at the end. So that is the indexing, searching, and querying. So it is matching patterns also. So another one is about knowledge discovery. So these are the things we were discussing, that data mining and data warehousing. So data mining, we know that what is the mining. So simple meaning of mining is what? So for example, gold mining, or else we have no. For example, recent one accident was done. No? So underground, for example, left canal, something happened. So underground, they are going to be do something searching. So for example, gold mine means what? They are going to be dig the earth. Somewhere they are going to be find the gold. So same the way we have again the large number of amount of data is available. So if it is not going to be used at the end, it is not going to be used all. So what the data is going to be important. So that data is going to be prepared for analysis purpose. So that is the data mining. Then statistical model. What is the statistical model? So a simple meaning is statistics. How we can analyze the data by viewing. So we have a graphing and we can analyze the data in what manner, whether reduce it. So something we can say that, for example, if I'm drawing here something, for example, so what is this meaning? For example, 10, 20, and 30. If I am drawing like this, if I give arrow marker, what is the meaning of? So the data is increasing. For example, again we can say without mentioning the data is automatically it is going to be meaning of decrease. So how we can analyze the data by graphical manner? So that is known as a statistical manner. Okay. So for example, see the random samples of studies. So the same thing. We have a diagram down. So that is a we mentioned some data in the raw format. So population, it is used to refer the set of universe of all entries under study. However, looking the entries of population may not be feasible, may to be expensive. So instead of we drawing a random sample from the population, we compute the appropriate statistics from the sample that we give to estimate the corresponding. So see that we have a diagram. So for example, we can have something. See that Irish data set. There is an Irish data set, special. So we have a specific length. We are going to be mentioned at 5.9, 5.0. So particular data we are going to be take it in a form of viewing. So, so it is a mentioned in a rows and columns. So that is a manner we can see the data. So this is what is the meaning of set. Here we can apply on the data. We can get something result in a view point of view. That is a statistics. So for example, SI denotes the random. So don't think that we need to learn the formula here. So we are applying something on the. For example, what is a program? We are applying some mathematical equations in the program. We are performing some mathematical operations. So the same thing, if you perform something operations on the data, then we are going to be get some understanding or view on the data. So that is the meaning of statistics. So see, if you use the value of statistics, estimate a population parameters, which is called point. Estimate the parameter. The statistics is called estimator and the parameter. So we have something x-axis and y-axis we can call, and we can draw something. Then we can have the view of the total data. So for example, say that I said no something we have an x-axis and y-axis. Various types of graphs. How we can analyze this. For example, we can take some peak point. So there, I think in the last class, cost analysis we saw. So number of labors and number of capitals is there. So where we have a minimum point of view where we have so break-even analysis. I remember. So what is the meaning of break-even analysis? There we don't have any profit or any loss. So something points we can analyze using the graph. So same the various types of graphs are. So this is the meaning of statistics. So we are going to be view the data in a graphical format. So in order to better understand the whole data, for example, in order to make this a paragraph, I need to make have 2-3 pages of data I need to mention. I need to write it in English. For example, by seeing this, for example, in x-axis we have something temperature. So in a particular temperature, for example, you can consider dates. So something it is increase and decrease. Okay. So now tell me what is the number of, for example, number of circles are there. So at the point of 6.0, how many circles are there? Okay, you can directly see how much. If I want to make this is a paragraph, so we want to search for where is the 6.0, then we need to consider that how many zeros are mentioned. So like that, so big things are going to be make it into a statical format, graphical format, so we can understand the data in a better. So and another important is about we talk about the clustering. So for example, you can consider one cube here. So see that how we are going to be make this one as a cluster. So see that we can have a three-dimensional. One is income, age, and education. So if you come to income and age parameters, we can cluster this one. So we can add these ones. So we can come to, for example, education and income. We can come to this one. See that. So income and age, we have one cluster. So here we consider that. So whole cube we have a data. In here we are going to be consider some parameters. That is a parameter is income age. Through that income age we can conclude this as one group. So please be remember that the clustering means group of the data. So their grouping we have something similarities. So here another one we can consider. So this is the in the point of view. For example, we can take this is another axis, age and education. This is so this is the two different groups. So this is the meaning of cluster. So now we say about again big view of big data. So what is the size of the data and how the data is going to be viewed in a better manner. So what is the size of data? If the size of data is there, so what we are going to be do with the data? Okay, so everything is up. So now we are going to be see about what are the basic things are there, what are the basic characteristics of big data. In the, for example, ways we can see. So here we are going to be see that what is a big data and the types of big data and characteristics of big data. the quantities, characteristics, and symbols only, which operates performed by a computer, which may stored in transmitted from electrical signals recorded in a magnetic and optical and mechanical recording medium. So what is a data? So that is a no. So data means, for example, what are the things we are going to be generating? Who is going to be generating the data? The humans are going to be generate the data. Who is going to be generate the data? Humans are going to be generate the data. So how the generating data means? These are the way. So how we are going to be transfer the data, how we are going to store the data. So everything is about data. Then what is about a big data? The big data is also in a data, but with a huge means large amount of data. So big data is term is describe the collection of data that is a huge in volume that had to be growing exponentially with the time. Exponentially with the time. In a short, such a data so that large and complex that none of the traditional database management system is able to store and process it efficiently. So we cannot do with these relational database management system by Excel, by Word. We cannot do this large amount of data. We cannot operate. So for that only the concept of big data. So what is the simple meaning is a huge amount of data that was in a zettabytes and petabytes. So see that examples and the types of big data and characteristics we will see. So what you understand from this? That how the huge big data is. I understand what is a big data. That is a huge. So even we are a small, the data is big. That's how the huge data is. Very big. Data size is very big. So we have examples of data. So how the data is used. So we know we already discussed that we have e-commerce, social networks, all those things. So if we consider for this, see the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange generating 1 terabytes of new trade data per day. So you will see now every day we are seeing the news at the end of the news. Today Sensex is going to be very little. Today's stock market is going to be. So everything is going to be see that they are going to be exchange market. They are going to be see that which company today we have a highest profit and which company they are producing more result. Everything see that this one system is going to be that is a New York Stock Exchange generates 1 terabytes of data. 1 terabytes of data. One new trade. So for example, today trading trades we are going to be considered. One new trade is going to be generate 1 terabytes of data per day. So this is a one type. Another we have a social network. What is a social network? The static store that 500 plus terabytes of new data is going to be injected into a database in social media site every day. So 500 plus terabytes of data is going to be injected. Injected means that is going to be for storing purpose. For example, we are posting something in a Facebook. So again, we can see that post.
Sir.
Somebody is going to be, ma'am.
Sir.
Okay. So all of you, please one. So see that the statistics show that 500 plus terabytes of new data is going to be injected in a database of social media site, that is a Facebook. So once again, something error is going to be shown. I will share you here. Okay. So this is the social media. Then another one, ma'am, my voice is audible. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So another, so sir, if we say that already we said that we have Facebook and e-commerce, all those things. Another new thing up to now we didn't discuss it. So, a single jet engine can generate 10 plus terabytes of data in 30 minutes of flight time. With many thousands of flights per a day, generating the data reaches up to many petabytes. Even this also. So even if simple, we can consider how it will be. For example, if we consider online track, for example, bus is there, we are going to be tracked the bus. So each and every time, where is the bus from current exact location of bus now? The same thing. Now we can consider how much of signals is going to be sent per flight. So that only a single jet engine can generate 10 plus terabytes of data in 30 minutes of flight time, with many thousands of flights per day, generating how much? Many petabytes of data. So that is the meaning of this. Then we have, so we know that we have the types of data is there. So the types of data is a structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. So what is the structure of data? What is the structured data means? See that what is the structured data? Any data that can be stored and accessed and processing from a fixed format termed as a structured data. So again and again, I'm going to be say that accessed and processed. So data is stored. Once stored, what is the use of storing? We need to access and process. So that is a simple meaning of we can conclude all this things. We can retrieve the data. So that is it. So terms as a structured data. Over a period of time, so talent in computers such as achieving a greater success in developing a techniques for working with such kind of data are and also driving value of it. So now this is the simple meaning. Again, this is also a zettabytes of data. Now we know this meaning. Just now we can. What is 1 zettabyte means? 1021 bytes is equal to 1 zettabytes. So in our 1 million terabytes means 1 zettabyte. So then looking these figures is easily understand the big data and imagine that challenges. So now we can see the, for example of this structured data, how it will be the structured data. So now to this, so we have employee's ID, employee name, and the gender, and the department, and we have a salary. So how many, what is the employee name and all those things. So we have mentioned in the structure format. The structure means what? What is the structure here? The data is deployed in a tabular column with rows and columns. With the rows and columns. For example, we can take first row. What is the meaning? So for example, this is a index of the every column. The second one is the details of 2365 employee. Or else we can take Rajesh Kulkarni details in first row. So the details of this one, this person. So details of this person. For example, you can take one row. So one column. What is the column? So this column contains all the employees' names. This column all contains the gender of this one. This column all contains. So what will you do with the data? For example, you know that how to do with the data with the tabular column. Especially you have to know that if you generate, if the data is there, for example, how to generate a graph. Everyone know that. So everyone has to know that how to generate this, because everywhere hereafter we are going to be have a projects. Definitely you have to show about the graphical manner. So I will show you a simple manner in 1 minute. So how to generate a graph for this. So in the last class also in unit 1 also I have shown. So for example, see that you can copy that name data into a Excel sheet. Now you can select this sheet and you can produce, insert graph. See that This is the way we can generate. Okay, this is the salary in lakhs. So now we can consider the graph in, for example, name Kulakarni and his employee ID. His salary is six something 6 lakhs 50,000. So that is the way we can do. So or else we can select the same data. So please be remember, this is the way we have to generate the graph. So colors we can change it, and the insert we have, for example, in a pie chart we can see this. So who is having the highest salary? By seeing the percentage we can. So if you do in a final year projects, everyone has to show the result of, for example, any manner you have something, data is going to be have a result. That result you have to show in a graphic manner. So this is the way we can generate a graphs. Okay, I think you understood what I said. Okay, thank you. We'll back to the. So this is the structured data. So we have the data in tabular column, so rows and columns. See that if we have it data in a structured format, we can easily generate the patterns, that is statistics. You can see through the graphs. So it is automatically selected now. So how it will be selected? How it will be selected? For example, I will show you back again the same thing. So see this. So how this graph is selected? See this here. If you select this one, for example, you are selecting this one. The things are enabling. The colors are visible. Everyone. Colors are visible in the graph. See that lines are visible, different colors. For example, you can click one thing. No, if you click this graph, it is going to be shown in a different color. So the thing is drawn. This is the y-axis, and these things are in x-axis. So that is the thing shown. So this is the x-axis, y-axis, and these things are in x-axis. How it will be means we have a data, then we have a structure. For example, we can deal. For example, we can have only names, and we are going to be delete the things. See that automatically the graph data is deleted. For example, if I am going to be removing, so now we have a graph, x-axis names. What is that? X-axis names, and y-axis we have salaries. So we have data in rows and columns. We can do so now done with a simple data with the statistics. This is the how we are going to be performing the big data analytics. So if the data is there, how we are going to be perform on the data. So now I have number of columns and rows. So how many rows are how many columns we don't know. So for example, particularly I selected these two columns only. These two columns I mentioned a graph. So maybe for example, this thing we have a number of columns also. See this? Same data is going to be repeated. There is no problem. For example, you can change the data. Now we can select the data. And we can do insert. See that? Now what you understand from this? So we have some minus salary also, because we have the data in mentioned in the minus. So there we can know that. So all the names are there. We have. So if the data is in a particular format, we can do wonders with the data. We can do wonders with it. Now this is the way of a structured data. Now tell what is the unstructured data. So any data which known for structure is classified as unstructured. In addition, the size being huge, unstructured data is posed multiple challenges in terms of processing, deriving value of it. For example, unstructured data is a homogeneous data structure, contains a combination of simple text files, images, videos, etc. For example, see that. So this is captured by Google. For example, Hadoop, big data, I type. So how much of data is there? Is there any format of this data? Did you find any format for this data? Do you have any rows and columns? So something text is, something images. Maybe we have, for example, you can click on videos. So in these videos, we can have some videos also. Okay. So such type of data is going to be called as a unstructured data. So these unstructured data we have, what are the things mean? Text files, images, and videos also, etc. Nowadays, the organization have wealth and the data is available with them. Unfortunately, we don't know how to derive the value of data since the raw form of are unstructured format. So unstructured format. Then what is a semi-structure? So here XML files are going to be called a semi-structure. So you know this is a XML files, XML data. So register something, we have the name and gender, and we have age. Everything we are mentioning XML file. So this is known as a semi-structured. Okay. For example, same thing I am going to be doing. For example, same thing I'm going to be copying Excel sheet. For example, we have Excel sheet. So for example, I'm going to be copy the data here. You see how the data is. What do you do with the data? Can you find it in what in column 1, what in the column 2? For example, it is a 4 rows means it is a 4 rows. Now, can you say in one column only here? In that column, what you find that either we can find the name, we can find the gender, we can find the age, everything in the same column. For example, you can consider this is a D14. What is in D14? We have some text data. We have some text data is there. That is the thing. So we don't have any. So that is known as, this is a XML file. We can use this is a source file of XML. Then we have something we can perform on the browser. So that is a format of semi-structure. Okay. So next we have, so this is important and everything. So now we are in here. That is a 2020 maybe. 2020, yes, 2010 to 2013 we have this one. In middle we have 2020 we are here. Then what is the data? What is the size of increasing data? So maybe at the end of 2030 we have 78 gigabytes of data. So this is a rapid increasing in the data in Innovatus. Rapid increasing data. So that is a data growth in present situation. So then we already know that we have some characteristics of big data. So in previous we discussed only 3. So nearly we have 6 V's also there. So please be remember that V is volume, velocity, variety. So many things are there. So in the previous we discussed only 3 things: volume, variety, and velocity. Here we have a variability also. Variety. So variability of data. So like this we have 6 V's are there. So based upon the situation, we can learn one by one. So we already know that the volume, we already know that the variety of data, we already know that velocity of data. So please make a note for each thing what we are going to be discussing. So volume means the size related. Then variety means what? It's a homogeneous source, nature of data. The structure is unstructured during the, for example, what is the next aspect is what we can exactly give. So for example, emails, photos, and so variety subject. So here we are going to be talking about the size. Here variety means the data in which type of, whether it is emails or photos, videos, maybe monitoring device, PDF, audio files, video files, all those things are going to be called as a variety. Then velocity. So what is velocity is defined the speed of the data, speed at which the data flow source. So velocity is refers the speed of the data. So volume means the size of the data. Variety means what type of various type of either it is video files or local text files or things. And velocity means which refers the speed at a particular size. And variability, what is a variability means? It's the data at times thus happening the process being handled to manage data effectively. So at particular time what we are going to be do on the data. So what we can do effective on the data. So that thing we are going to be discussing the variability. Okay. So these are the four V's are there. That is the characteristics of a big data. So very important. So it may be asked in the sub questions or maybe questions may ask what are the characteristics of big data. So then what is the benefit of data processing? So what are the benefits of data processing? Availability to process a big data brings multiple benefits. So that is a using business purpose we can use. So another one about social data search engines is enabling for organizations to fine tune for the business strategies. So how it will be? So how the social data is going to be used for people's business. For example, the person is daily uploading one photo with the different places. So he is a good traveler. You can analyze his background. He is a good traveler. For example, based upon his twist, or as well based upon his activities, we can know that what is the emotions he is going to be carrying. Nowadays, we have a sentiment analysis is a very big thing is going to be happening. It's a sentiment so based upon his text and messages, and based upon his forwarding message, based upon his typing messages, we can know that what is the present situation, what is the present emotions he is going to be carried. Everything is going to be analyzed by this. Then another thing, creating and starting area of landing zones and data is identified that and warehouses, all those things. So even if a simple example, our we are giving something what a rating to a product in Flipkart or Amazon. Our rating is giving, our feedback is giving a huge number of sales in that particular product. So that is also a business. That is. So okay, this is a way. Okay, already time up. Okay, this is the summarization of today's class. So we saw about what is the big data and what are the types of data. Big data could be structure or semi-structure or unstructured. What are the characteristics of the big data? So what are the customer services and better efficiency in better meeting advantages of. So I hope everyone understand it.